Hi guys! Welcome to our daily stock market drop. Ngayong October 26, 2020, ang PSEi ay nag-close around 6,491.19. Value turnover around 31.09 billion because of the IPO listing of Converge and with net foreign buying of around 4.44 billion pesos. So this is a fourth day of net foreign buying. So anyway, ang year-to-date turnover natin is around 6.69. So malaking volume today versus the year-to-date average. So now let's move on sa TA ng PSEi. So check this out. This is a possible reversal sign. So medyo bearish ako for this week. So possible catalyst kasi is long weekend, yung earnings, and US election. So yon ang tinitignan kong support around the 6,167 or around 6,1, and the resistance around this level around 6,572. So I think this week magpo-pullback muna siya, and breakdown kung sakali man sa 6,1 is welcome back to around the 6,000 area. So I think that's it for the PSEi. Medyo bearish ako ngayon despite the high volume. Anyway, short-term pullback lang naman to in my opinion. Now let's move on to the most actively traded stocks. So I think unahin natin yung IPO na si Converge. So CNVRG. Unahin natin yung biggest losers muna ngayon. So since CNVRG is first day of IPO at offer price of 16.80, since dahil medyo mabigat siya, may secondary offering, and tingin ko medyo maliit talaga yung possible upside. Actually, hindi ako kumuha ng IPO neto. So ang possible sa ngayon kasi is kung daily, wala muna akong masabi, but antayin natin na mag-create siya ng strong support base. Pero kung nag-scalp kayo, or kunwari mag-scalp ako, nagkaroon kasi siya ng support level dito around this area. Pero syempre, hindi ko muna siya papasukin sa ngayon. Pero nagkakaroon siya ng volume divergence pababa, pero mukhang pataas yung volume. So yan. So tingnan natin, on scalp to so medyo siya, kung talagang nakabantay. So kung mag-hold tong 15 pesos, pwede niyang i-retest of course itong 15.38. Pero para sa akin is mas maganda na antay na lang muna siya na create ng very strong support. Mas magandang gamitin na lang yung daily. So for now, I'm more bearish muna dito until magkaroon siya ng possible strong support na daily candlestick. Kasi hindi ako masyadong nagbabantay sa ngayon or at very attractive valuation. So kasi ang tinitignan ko, yung fair value na na-compute natin last time is around 19. So yun, medyo overvalued na nga siya dun So kahit ngayon at 16.80, yun. Tignan mo naman, binagsakan pa rin siya ng market, and the overall sentiment ko for this week is medyo bearish ako. So baka posible pang bumaba to at a very attractive price. So, yun lang yung comment ko. So, for now, it's a wait muna ako. Wait and see muna ako. Anyway, next is LTG. LTG, nag-ano na siya, nag-pullback na siya. So, ano bang gamit ko dito? Yeah, kasi medyo ano siya, oh. Ang laki ng kanyang inakyat for the past days. Gamitin natin to, RSI and yung foreign transaction. Anyway, LTG, ayun, no? It's pababa. So, ang tinitingnan kong resistance on the daily is ito, around the 13.12. So, and a possible support of around this area, around the 9.12 pesos. Of course, kung sakaling man mag-breakout siya dyan sa 13.12, possibly retest this area around the close to 15 pesos. So, pero tingin ko is medyo overbought na siya. So, I think it's time for it na mag-correct. So, next is ACEN. ACEN. At saka may net foreign, ano pala siya? Net foreign selling siya today. So, ACEN. Let's move to another stock. So, actually, ACEN then is overbought. So, I think this is the resistance on the daily, the 3.93 area. Ayan na yung all-time high niya if I'm not mistaken. At saka ito. Meron siyang foreign selling ngayon. Pero maliit lang siya. Maliit lang siyang foreign selling of around 1.4 million. So, nag-TP siya. So, anyway. So, ang tinitignan kong support area is at these levels, around the 3.15 pesos. Anyway, stock rights offering to, so watch out for the possible announcement. Stock right offering is, yun, makakabili ka. Kung may hawak ka na ACEN, makakabili ka ng ACEN shares at a discounted price. So, kasi sabi nila during first half, is that mag-SRO sila or ititry nilang i-push to fourth quarter, which is this quarter, or possibly first quarter ng 2021. So, yeah, let's see kung mapupush to yung SRO this quarter. But anyway, for ACEN, more on bullish ako actually kay ACEN. For pullback, for me, it's a buy. Kasi yun nga, sabi ko, hindi ako masyadong nagtitrade sa stock market. So, yun. Possible next target using this fib is around 4.14 pesos. Ayun, no? Wait lang. Check natin. Nasa 1.5 siya doon. So, sumakto sa 1.5 na fib. And, possibly, i-retest niya itong mga area na to. So, ang strong support na tinitingnan ko around the 310 or around the 315 pesos. So, yeah, let's see. Sana nga medyo bumaba pa siya at sa level na to. Sa mas mababa pa sa 310. So, possibly, baka bumili ako kung sakali man. Kung sakali man eh. Anyway, let's move on to another stock, BDO. For banks, yeah, sabi ko nga, I'm not looking in any of the banks. Kasi ang mga tao na ang magiging future bank. So, this is actually a bearish divergence. Anyway, so dahil dyan, anyway, foreign buying naman. Pero, ang nakikita ko is a bearish divergence. So, posible niyang i-retest yung previous support around this area. Around the 86 area. Yan na yung yan na strong support na tinitignan ko. Pero pwedeng around this area first, around the 90 plus, 91, before the 86. At ang nakikita ko, it's posible pa lang posible pa lang ding triangle siya. Pero nakikita kong strong support around the 86 area sa ngayon eh. And it's a bearish divergence using the RSI. So for now, siguro, fundamentally, I will not trade banks and wait for a possible pullback and retest the previous support of around 86 kung sakali mang i-trade ko siya. So next is, after BDO is JFC. Nag-pullback din si JFC. Na kasi last week, ayun. Pero for me, JFC is a long-term accumulation hanggang sa i-retest niya itong previous all-time high of around 325. So wait, check nga natin yung transaction niya. Nangyari sa ba to? Nangyari sa Instagram. Medyo siya dito. Anyway, so yun ang tinitignan ko, possible correction and will possibly retest around the 150 pesos area. And kung makikita nyo, medyo nag-point siya downwards. So, posible niyang i-retest. Check natin. Ito. At this area. So, let's see. Ayun, bumalik. Mangyari dun kanina kay invest. Ang target ko talaga is for it to retest and create a new all-time high. Kasi, na siya versus yung competitor niya, na si McDonald's, yeah, it's an all-time high. Wait lang. Gamitin natin tong Renko chart. Kita mo, it's an all-time high siya. Uy, pre-opening na pala yung US stock market. So, yun. Yun ang ina-expect ko for it to catch up. However, for the 9 months earnings, wala din akong inaasahan for Jollibee. So, any pullback, for me, it's a buy. Kasi for sure, loss pa rin siya this 9 months. And maybe for the whole 2020, tingin ko lugi talaga si JFC. So, baka by 2021 pa yan maka-recover. So, anyway, let's move on to AC. Pero I'll take that pullback as buy. makakabalik din niyang si Jollibee. So, for Ayala Corporation, ayun, mukhang I'm more on na bearish. Bearish ako dito. Anyway, the resistance I'm looking at is around 806 and the current support around this area, around 688. So, yun lang muna kay AC on a daily update. Tsaka pababa din kasi yung kanyang RSI. So, check natin itong trend. So, nag-ano siya doon. Nag-resist siya. So, check natin yan kung tutuloy siyang pababa. Check natin yung ES. Mag-open pa lang pala. Anyway, let's move on to the next stock. After EC is SMPH. SMPH. Actually, ito rin, no? Pero it's a continued foreign buying. 3 days na siyang nagbabay. Check lang natin. Short, for me, I'll take this as a short-term pullback. So, let's see. Medyo malapit na lang kasi siya dito eh. So, I'm checking around the 33 area as support and kung mabutas niya yan, possibly back to 28. Pero tingin ko mahihirapan na siyang bumalik sa 28 area. And next possible resistance around the 42 area or the around all-time high. So, yun. Kasi, sabi ko nga is, more on long-term bullish na ako after nung March 19, yung pinaka-low. I think na-share ko yung PSEi long-term chart and I'm targeting around 12,100, 100 plus as a target, as a long-term target at least for the PSEi. So, yun lang yung masasabi ko. But for now, yung SMPH, tingin ko is magpo-pullback din siya. More on bearish ako. At support of around 33 area. Kapag nabutas yan, welcome back to possibly around the 28 area. Tsaka makikita nyo, the RSI mukha siyang yun, check natin to bukas. Yeah, kasi parang nag-ano na siya eh, nag-resist siya at this area. So anyway, let's move on to the next stock. After SMPH is MPI. So MPI, ito yung company na nagba-buyback. So wait, check nga natin kung nag-buyback siya today. Meron kasi siyang pera pang buyback around, nagalat siya around 5 billion I think. Wait, check natin to. At may natira pa kasi na pambili niya. So, parang wala akong nakitang buyback kanina. So, wala pa. So, maybe bukas nila i-release. So, anyway, ang average nila is around 3.94. Yan, naalala ko kasi kahapon lang yung weekly update. Pero makikita nyo, it's a continued foreign selling. And, ano din siya eh. It looks like a, wait lang hindi. Wait. Ito, this one is, ito kasi short term pataas siya dito nung last time. High of 4.14, high of 4.10. So, dito is samantalang dito ay ayun na ganun na kasi siya dito nung Friday pa. So, yun. Makikita mo lang siya pag pinalikahan mo. Pero pa-down na siya nung Friday pa. It's a bearish divergence. So, anyway, it could possibly retest around this area, around this doji area of around 3.78 area. So, more on bearish din muna ako for this MPI. Pero may pang-support kasi siya So, bumibili siya ng kanyang mismong shares. So, ang next possible resistance around this area. Around the 4.86 before this 5.27 area. So, yeah, let's see. Wait, check nga natin to. Parang meron siyang Check natin to. Parallel channel. Nasa gitna siya. So, posibleng retest around this area. 3.5 pa nga kapag hindi siya nag-hold dyan sa 3.78. Hindi ko mini-measure yung risk-reward kasi mukhang yung mga stocks ngayon is pa-pullback siya. Anyway, wala pa kasing short sa stock market. So, next is URC. So, URC is nahirapan na din siyang check natin tong trend na to. Ayun posible niya pang i-retest this area. And on the downside, ayun ewan ko lang. But possibly, yeah, worst case retest niya to Worst case. Pero syempre on short term, check natin siya. Ayun. So, pwede niyang nasa halos near near support area using the parallel channel. So, yeah, I think let's see. Support na tinitingnan ko, immediate support around this area, around this previous around 119 pesos. Pero nasa support kasi siya. But anyway, yeah. Ito muna, around this 132 before this 120 area. And the resistance I'm looking at is this one, around 160 area. So, yun yung tinitignan ko na resistance area niya. Around this area. So, nasa long term, siya? Weekly pala to, long term downtrend. Wait, check natin tong daily pala. Since nasa daily update tayo today. Pero yun yung tinitingnan ko on a daily basis. Anyway, yeah. So, yun pa rin naman yung support and resistance na tinitingnan ko for URC. So, check natin yung RSI and foreign. So, kung makikita nyo, it's paunti-unti nang nag-ipon yung mga foreign. However, mukha na siyang pababa. Ayun, no? So, let's see. Possibly retest niya around the 50 area. So, actually, halos pababa. Anyway, let's move on to the next stock after URC is GTCAP. Last week kasi ilang days siyang umakyat. So, I think it's time naman siya na mag-pullback ng konti. So, just checking. Pero meron siyang wait lang. Meron siyang bearish divergence dito. Tignan natin. Ayun, no? Pababa. Pataas siya. So, yon, it's a bearish divergence. So, posible niyang i-retest yung previous support of around this area. Mataas na nga yan. Around this area, 407. But I'm also looking the 430 as a possible support bago mag 407 kapag hindi nag-hold. Possibly back to 407. And the resistance medyo kasi siya eh. At ang tinitignan kong resistance around the close to 500 area. So, yeah, let's see. Bearish siya. So, most likely, it's a no trade zone din para sa akin. And it's at least medyo babay na yung mga foreigners sa kanya. So, ba't parang halos no trade zone tayo? BPI. Tapos si Converge, bagsak sa first day. Oh. Accumulating ang mga foreign. For banks, yeah, hindi ko alam. Basta, anyway, ayoko ng banks eh. Siguro dahil more on crypto ako. So, kaya ayoko ng banks. Yeah, for me, it's a sinking industry. Kasi kung matututo lang talaga yung mga tao mag-manage, I think they can do much better return. So, anyway, for BPI, I'm neutral. Kasi check natin to though paakyat siya, parang nagdadalawang isip din na umakyat. Though nag-end siya higher. But anyway, ang resistance na tinitingnan ko around the 78 area. Kung mag-breakout siya dyan, possibly around this area. Pero I doubt kung mag-breakout siya this week kasi I'm more bearish nga for the PSEi. It's a correction week. So, I think that's it for BPI and medyo mataas na siya though mukhang aakyat pa siya ulit. So, next is after BPI si ICT. Parang more on correction. Oh, ICT. So, check natin yung kanyang. Pwede natin gamitin nga to. It's just that. So, currently near support area. At least ito, pointing higher o paakyat yung kanyang RSI. Though it's a net foreign selling today. So, check natin tong Tsaka maganda kasi yung niya yung channel niya. Paakyat talaga siya. So, currently, ang tinitignan kong immediate resistance around this area, around the 120, and the support around this area. So, strong support tinitingnan ko around this area. around the 110. So, risk-reward mukhang hindi siya ganon ka-rewarding. Yeah, mas magandang pumasok, sa tingin ko, mas magandang pumasok right after, maybe by November na. Yeah, in my opinion. Or, pwedeng mag-buy at pullback ka ngayon sa mga stocks na gusto mo. So, next is, currently ngayon, wala. Sa ano muna ako? Sa crypto muna ako. After ICT, MegaWorld. So, si MegaWorld, meron ditong share buyback eh. Actually, mga Androtan companies, meron siyang share buyback. Pero makikita mo, it's like, ano dito eh. It's, dito. Consolidation area sa level na yan eh. So, breakout to that level could possibly retest around the 3.44. And the support, I'm looking at a strong support this area. Around the 2.85. So, yeah, let's see. Check natin, it's a foreign buy and pataas pa naman siya. However, risk-reward, hindi na siya ganon ka-rewarding. At unless na lang, syempre, mas mataas yung TP mo dyan. But, since meron naman siyang share buyback, yeah, I think for the, until the end of the year, it's more on, akyat pa yan. Akyat pa yan talaga. Medyo bullish ako dito. Pero syempre sa ngayon, yeah, ano lang siya, hindi siya ganon ka-rewarding. On this week talaga eh. Hindi kasi ang trade, as a trader, depende kasi sa time frame na trade mo, kung kaya mong mag-hold. Pero in my opinion, mas malaki yung kinikita ng mga traders na nag-hold kaysa yung sa scalp. Unless na lang meron ka talagang time na tumingin sa stock market or kung full time ka. But hindi rin naman kahit full time nga nalulugi eh. Kasi 'di ba na-share ko ata sa group yung about sa BPI, asset management something. 'Di ba? Asset ano na din 'yon. So hindi talaga maiiwasan magkaroon ng lugi or may times talaga na ganon. Ganon talaga ang trading. Merong positive at saka negative. Hindi laging puro gain. Walang ganon. Walang easy money sa mundo. So anyway, SM kasi is, yeah, the last time, itong mga to, ang lalaki ng, this is actually a local, if I'm not mistaken, itong dalawang to is a local buying yan eh. So, dyan sila nagpunta kasi nga it's the biggest or the pinakamalaking market cap. So, tinitingnan kong support around this area, the 934. And the next resistance na tinitingnan ko at this area, around the 1,090 pesos. So, syempre, itong mga institutional investors, ito talaga yung possibly pinasok nila. And ayun it's trending higher. So, yeah, tingnan natin yung possible risk reward nito. That's a possibly 2.16. Posible akong kumita ng 11%. At posibleng malugi ng 5.12%. Year to date, actually, year to date ng PSE. Check lang natin. Year to date naman ng PSE, down siya ng 16.94. So, an 11% is actually attractive na din siya. Diba? Saan ka din naman makakakuha ng 11%? So, yun. Next is Ayala Land. Ali. So, Ali. Check natin to. Ayun, no? Breakout dun, no? And eto. So, for Ayala Land, nag-breakout siya dun eh. So, ang tinitingnan kong possible target for Ayala Land is at this area. Around the 52 area. So, check ko nga dito, Ayala Land. Ayala Land. So, update ko kung sakali. 38 on a weekly. But, yeah, change ko siya to 52 area. Weekly ko lang siya kasing i-update eh. Anyway, check natin yung kanyang weekly. Hindi ko nakita yun eh. Ang ganda ng ano niya eh. Ang ganda ng pagka-breakout niya eh. Ayun, no? Ayun, hindi ko nakita. Anyway, possibly, ang target ko for Ayala Land is the 52 area. So, at this point, buy on pullback, possibly ako. Kung sakali mang magti-trade ako sa stock market or papasok ako. Normally naman kasi is talagang focus ko is sa cryptocurrencies. Anyway, ayun no, ang solid ng breakout eh. So, kung sakali mag-pullback to, it's a buy on pullback. But kung sakali mang pumasok ako at this level, attractive pa rin siya in my opinion. Antayin ko lang siya at my target of around 52 area. So, kasi depende rin kasi sa trader yan eh. So, that's a possible 52% gain. So, let's see how it goes for Ayala Land. So, next is TEL. O, mga telco. Makyat ata si TEL. So, for TEL, ayun no. Kasi malapit na yung kanyang or release ng kanyang earnings. So, possibly, let's see kung ano yung magiging earnings neto. So, check natin to. Parang nag-ano na siya eh. Nag-ano na siya dito pa lang. So, anyway. Ito ang gamitin natin. Yung parallel channel. So, yan. So, currently near support area siya in our parallel channel. So, ang support na tinitignan ko, the support I'm looking at is at this area, around the 1,178, and the resistance at this previous resistance of around 1.5. For TEL, medyo ano na kasi, ang dami niyang competitors nila ni Globe. So, I'm more on sa mga challenger like dito and now, which I'm still currently holding. So, risk-reward, hindi siya ganun ka-rewarding para sa akin. I think si TEL kasi is nag-peak na siya. Nag-high to ng, ng more than 3,000 if I'm not mistaken. Weekly pala yung tinignan ko kanina. Ba't nasa weekly tayo na ano? Anyway, so for daily, etong tinitignan ko na support area around the 1,264. Check natin itong parallel channel ulit on a daily. So, possibly at that. So, risk-reward might not that be ka-rewarding. So, next is, ganun talaga eh. Si PGOLD. Si PGOLD. Si PGOLD. I think the last time is medyo attractive siya nung tinignan natin. Or nung previous video ko. So, this time, gagamitin natin is daily. Ito pa rin naman yung target area ko, around the 54 area. And I think nagkaroon na siya ng strong support base around this area. Or nag-create na siya ng support around the 41 area. So, check natin, pataas kasi, yung kanyang, nagkaroon kasi siya ng, check natin kung nagkaroon siya ng ano dito, hindi naman ata. This is 41.30. Hindi siya nagkaroon ng Hindi siya nagkaroon ng divergence. Pero, near oversold na kasi siya. So, it's time for it to correct. Anyway. For me, ba't yan? Tingin ko attractive pa rin namang pumasok kay Pure Gold. So, that's a possible risk-reward ratio of 3.75. At least ito, hindi naman pala siya pababa. So, pakyat naman siya. So, posible pa rin akong kumita ng around 23.05. The last time I trade it, magkano yung kinita ko? Parang around nasa 40 plus nung trinade ko siya nung around March 25 at this area. So, yun. Anyway, at least bumabalik na din yung foreign buyers sa Pure Gold. So, next is after Pure Gold is dito. Ito. Si dito, isa rin to. Nabili ko around 1 peso. So, check natin siya on a daily time frame. Tsaka makikita nyo kasi it's, mga foreign, nag-accumulate sila. So, something big might be happen or might happen. Ewan ko lang in my opinion. Only. Anyway, nakikita kong resistance. Wait, check natin nga. Paakyat pa naman din siya. So, may possible, pa siya. Posible pa tong umakyat. And, yeah, let's see kung kaya niyang i-retest this area around 8.5. Or, the previous high niya last time, last few days. I mean, last week, October 6. So, we'll see kung i-retest niya yan. Pero kung mag-fail kasi siya dyan is a possible double top. Kung sakali, dito pa lang is mag-resist na siya. Around what's this? Wait, check ko lang Around this 8.05. So, yun. So, tingin ko, let's see, kailangan niyang i-break muna yan bago yung 8.5. So, dyan muna yung ating possible target. Pero ako kasi long-term bullish ako dito. Long-term bullish talaga. Anyway, and possible support at this area, around the 5.63 area. So, let's see. Sana mag-form siya ng ganyan. Diba? So, check natin. Tingnan natin kung saan siya. And RSI is pakyat. Minsan, trading, it's more on waiting. Syempre, kasama na yung pag-aantay dyan. And discipline. And greediness. Kasi minsan, mga kung maka-target, wagas. Wagas talaga. Pero kung good company naman, I think it's worth ano naman, waiting. Kasi sabi ko nga, the biggest ROI is the growth phase. Kasi kapag nag-peak na, hindi na ganon kalaki. Mag-stabilize na lang siya. So, for MWIDE, wow. Pero, yes, let's see. Kasi dito sa area na to kasi is nagre-resist siya. Tingnan mo dito, nag-resist sa area, nag-resist sa area. So, yeah, check natin to kung by this time is mag-breakout na siya. But kung hindi, yeah, possibly around this area, around the 6.68 area, and around 65 na din yung kanyang RSI. So, let's see kung mapupush niya pa yan. And it's a net foreign selling now. Selling. So, kung mag-break siya dyan sa 8 pesos. Yeah, 8 pesos yung ano niya eh. Yung kanyang resistance area. Ayun, no? Kasi wala na siyang masyadong resistance after. Ang layo na, around the 14 area. Kailangan solid breakout to eh. Nahihirapan siya dito sa area na to eh. So, anyway, let's see. For me, it's a no trade zone. Pero kung mag-breakout siya sa level na to, possibly pumasok ako kung sakaling mag-trade ako. So, next is, after MWIDE is MRC. MRC. Check ko lang yung MRC. Anong volume neto? Most actively traded stocks din siya. Nakita nyo yun, no? Foreign buying a few days ago. So, dapat nung nakakita kang ganyang kalaking volume, foreign buying, nakisabay ka na. Nakisabay na ako. Diba? At nakabili sila around this area eh. So, around, sabihin natin, 0.3350. So, check natin siya dito sa chart. Ayun no, sakto lang din sa breakout. Breakout, laki. So, anyway, nag-consolidate kasi siya before nag-breakout. And, syempre, hindi na natin maano to. Kasi, nag-create na siya ng bullish channel. So, check na natin dito. Oh. So, yan na siya ngayon. So, next possible resistance is this area, around the 0.48 area. And, yeah, I will take this as a strong support, this area, bago bumili or nung bumili yung mga foreign around this point, what's that? 33. So, dapat around 0.3350. So, akyat natin siya ng konti. Ayan. Kasi strong demand yun eh. Wait, check na natin. 0.33 ba sila nakapasok? Nag-low ng 0.29 eh. Pero nag-close around 0.30. 0.3350 eh. So, mga ganong level, 0.29 to 0.3350 yung tinitignan ko na support area. So, anyway, it's pa-trending higher pa rin naman siya. So, laki na ito ah. Ayun na. So, let's see. Pero, syempre, kung ako neto, kung ako magti-trade neto, di na ako papasok. Antayin ko na lang na i-retest ulit yung previous support. Laki kasi ng accumulation phase dito. Dito sila nag-accumulate before it breakout. So, buy on pullback ako kung sakali mang magpo-pullback. Yan. So, for now, it's, depende pala sa trader kung gusto nyo pang pumasok. So, next is, tapos na. Puntahan natin tong mga iba pa. MWIDE. MWIDE natapos yan eh. Si DNL. Okay, si DNL lang dyan. And this one is LTG natapos and AGI. Alam ko eh. So, LTG, AGI. Wala si AGI dito. Ano? So, yun. Si DNL at saka si AGI. So, si DNL, I think nung na-share ko yung spreadsheet, isa siya sa mga tinitingnan ko. Pero ang gamit ko din is the weekly chart. Kasi ang laki na ng possible upside nito after it breakout. Ayun no. Wala na masyadong harang actually. But then, mukha siyang mag-pullback ko. Anyway, yun. Tinitignan kong support around the 5.78 area. Net foreign selling pala siya. And, natin check ko lang. Wait, check nga natin to. Kasi, consolidation area. This area. Ito yung tinitingnan kong support area around the 5.73 area. And of course, the next target or the resistance I'm looking at is this area. Ano na? 8.28 on a daily time frame. So, para sa akin, buy on pullback si DNL. Ganun eh. Yeah, buy on pullback ako nito. So, yun. Actually, meron ako nito, na-dispose ko na rin. Check natin yung possible risk-reward pala. So, yeah, check natin. It's, ayun no, attractive pa siya, around 32%. Kung sakali, buy at this area. Pero kung mag-pullback to, syempre, medyo mas attractive na siya. So, after DNL is last. LTG, tapos na AGI. Yeah, AGI din isa sa mga mura na or undervalued na stocks. Maliban dyan ay meron silang share buyback na yan, or sinusuportahan nila yung kanilang stocks. Kasi nga, mura siya. Mura siya, tingin ko naman. So, possibly ang tinitignan kong area around the 7.71. Meron siyang gap at this area. Meron pala siyang gap up dyan. So, check natin, pero at least na-fill na yung gap na to. And kasi after nyan, ang tinitignan kong resistance, around 10 pesos na siya. So, yeah, for me, it's a buy on pullback on AGI. Tsaka, ayun no, it's already at overbought territory on a daily time frame. Kasi magkakaiba kasi yung kapag ginamit mo yung weekly, syempre, 62 siya dyan, di ba, sa weekly. Pero sa daily, nasa 71 na siya. So, medyo magkakaiba. Pero normally ako sa stock market, though hindi naman ako masyadong nagtitingin-tingin, I think, yeah, depende sa trader. But for me, I think weekly is the best time frame. In my opinion lang, of course. So, next is, I think that's it. So, mahalagang paalala guys, trading and investing have risk. So, maging maingat tayo sa pag-trade at pag-i-invest. Thanks guys!